Hey, check it out. Phil from New York Rocks here. We're at the KISS Expo, but we're part of KISS Can't Say Goodbye here in Sarasota, Florida. Not New York, but we're here with somebody actually who's from New York.
Right.
His name is Ressik. He's rocking out here. He has a new band member. He's got a band together. Let's talk about the music. And actually, I knew you from a long time ago. We'll talk about that.
Time ago.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Tell everybody.
Yeah, this is Ressik from New York City, now living in the wonderful state of Pennsylvania, allegedly. You know, and I know me and you go way back. I was on your show when I was a kid, when I was in my first band, Circus from Hell.
When you told me, I was like very shocked. I was like, wow, look at that, man.
I remember you.
Was like,
yeah,
it was a good band too, man.
It was a lot of fun. I mean, that band was good because that was the first time that I had a band that got me into theatrics, which is still very much what we do today.
Yeah.
You know, and it's fitting that we kind of fell into the KISS community just by chance, you know.
Were you fans? Were you KISS fans though, too?
Of course. I mean, growing up in Queens, New York, like you know, KISS was the thing, you know.
Where they were from, man. You know, Paul and Gene were from Queens.
You know, for me, it was
Ace was from the Bronx.
That's
and,
right.
Peter was from Brooklyn, Greenpoint.
Ace always makes fun of me for being from Queens, but that's all right. That's fine. You know.
All right. Now, up to speed now that you got this band together. Now, what's the name of the band? Your name?
It's still under my stage name, Ressik.
Right.
And we're kind of in a regrouping phase. We took some time off the road. I got Johnny Nova here. He's my new guitar player.
Okay.
And we're working on a new record, and it's fantastic. It's next level.
Okay. Now you have how many albums together? You have one.
I got the first one, Vengeance Overdrive, and then we put out a couple of singles through COVID. So now we're finally working on the much well-awaited second record, Dead Society.
Johnny on guitar. How you doing, Johnny? What's up, man? How you doing? Phil from New York Rocks. We got Johnny here playing guitar with Ressik, and we rocked out last night. What a great set you guys put on. Great performance. Go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah, we're just playing with this guy, studio guy. He came into the studio and started recording songs, and then he's such a good dude. And I'm like, I like this guy.
Where you from?
Pennsylvania,
Oh,
Scranton, Wilkes-Barre area.
He found you out in the farms, in the fields?
Kinda, yeah.
So what are you doing? Tipping cows over here. Come over here. I need a guitarist.
Yeah, that's what he said. He saw me. I was pushing a cow over. He's like, you got strong hands. I bet you can play the guitar. I'm like, I can play the guitar. I got some strong hands. And apparently I can play the guitar.
Are you going to be on the new album, of course, right?
For sure, yeah.
You got to try to replace
He's all over that record.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Synths, keys, all kinds of stuff.
We got all that. We got all those classic John Carpenter sounds now.
Yeah. I played all the bass, too.
Yeah, you did all the bass.
So you play the guitar, the lead, right?
Yeah.
And then you play the bass?
I have a bass, synths. I play everything. I'm a studio guy. Yeah. So I do records.
You got to do a lot of that, you know.
Yeah, to survive. You want to survive, you got to do it all. You know what I mean? Whatever. I'm a musician. That's what I am.
Now, the Circus for Hell, we're going to have to find that because I have a lot of material.
I think now that Ressik, the brand, has expanded over the last couple of years, I think a lot of fans will be very curious to see that footage because that band has no imprint online now. It's almost as if the band never existed. All that stuff was deleted. So if you could find that, I think a lot of people would like to see that.
And that performance last night, man, I want to commend you on that. You did a great job.
That was
command, you know, besides the entertainer that you are, that's really great, but the voice and the whole thing, it's like you got it going on, man. I'm really impressed with that. You're there. You're there.
We try to put on a good show, and it's really cool because when we do these type of events, we actually don't pick the songs. They always come to me and say, hey, you know, you did the Paul Stanley record last year, now you're doing Peter Criss. And I'm like, Peter Criss? I'm like, all right, I guess, you know. But once we got into it, we found a way to own it, you know. And it's cool. It's a challenge. It's nice to do something a little different.
I've always seen these artists, and then they've grown, and then all of a sudden, before you know it, they're playing. You were touring with Ace and doing all these things. I said, wow, look at this, man. These guys blown up. So I worked for a rock and roll newspaper for a while, and I used to always see the bands on the front cover, and we used to be like, what's this band? And you think nothing of it, and then it's like all of a sudden they're blown up, like 30 Seconds to Mars. We're like, 30 Seconds to Mars? What is that? And it's like, before you know it, they're like huge, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Right? So that's how it works.
You never know. It's an interesting business.
It's a long way to the top. It's a long way to the top. So you see it like, I see them now, but there's probably a good 5 or 6 years behind it of, you know, eating in truck stops and hot dogs up.
I really don't.
No, it certainly does not. It's a long journey. It's very long. A long journey of arduous tasks.
Yep.
Yeah.
So tell everybody how they can find out what's going on with you and about the the new album to find out how they can purchase it?
Sure.
Or
So
come
right
see
now,
you play live.
So right now we're about to release a limited edition vinyl for the $1, which is the new single. It's got some COVID B-sides on it.
Right.
That's going to be for sale on our website in a couple of weeks. We're recording new stuff that'll come out next year.
Great.
And we're doing a cool one-off with Ace right after Christmas in Detroit. And you can go to the Core Ressik Instagram and Facebook. Can't miss
Detroit
us.
Rock City, man.
Detroit Rock City. Don't get any better than that. That's a nice Christmas present, right?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's right, man. Well, thank you very much, and you guys rock and keep on rocking, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Well, it's a long
Good
way
to
to
see
the
ya.
top, but we're there. We're in for the long run.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Peace out, man.